Taurus, we can be real with each other, right? Welcome to your December general reading. I'm really hungry right now because I haven't stopped to eat dinner yet. And I totally should have before now that I'm thinking, why am I doing the Taurus reading on an empty stomach? That's the silliest thing I've ever heard of in my life, actually. So all of this Capricorn energy, let's talk about that first, is going to be trining with Uranus that is currently residing in your sign. And what does that mean for you? That energy, it's just going to establish a little bit more strength with the Uranus energy. And, yeah, there are probably going to be some changes. But I honestly don't think that it's going to impact you in a way that will distract you. I think that this month is, your focus is on other things. Your focus is totally on other things. What is the disappointment? Because I feel like, I feel like you're having fear of missing out. There's this fear of missing out. You're coming up as the Empress, which is amazing. It's like you have this creative energy flowing within you, just ready to come, just ready to explode, just ready to come out, right? But then I have the 5 of Cups and I have the 3 of Cups. What these people are doing out there in the world is probably, it's not as fun and exciting as it may look. If you're mourning a relationship where you were a third party, it's time to harness your power again. December is going to be that. The eclipse that we're going to have on Christmas Day is really going to help you to remove the residue, the final things that you don't want to bring into 2020. We're having an eclipse right before the new year. That's amazing. And that's where I want your focus to be. I want your focus to be on the things that are still there for you, right? And not on what everybody else is doing or what everybody else is not doing, even. Yeah, see, this is about you allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough. This is about you listening to your intuition and allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to know that you can accomplish anything. Because and we talked about this last month. And actually, we talked about it in your love reading too. If you haven't seen your love reading, in your love reading, I said a Taurus that knows what they want is unstoppable, or something to that effect. A confident Taurus, a Taurus that knows the direction they're going in and what they want, you guys are unstoppable. But the only thing that's stopping you right now is where your focus is. You shouldn't be looking at the stuff that didn't work out. And if it doesn't have anything to do with a relationship or a third party situation or anything like that, this has everything to do with your friends and your family, and you looking at it like you're missing out on something. We have the High Priestess, the Fool. This card, I swear, every time I get the Fool for you guys, I almost fear having to tell you to take a risk. And it's not just you. Capricorns do the same thing. Virgos do the same thing. We have a very hard time with putting ourselves out there if we don't know what's coming, right? If we can't see the gains, if we can't see what's in front of us or what's going to happen, it's very hard to put ourselves out there. So I'm not just like beating you guys up for not putting yourselves out there. I get it. I understand. I'm a Virgo. I have a lot of earth energy in my chart. Of course, I'm mostly mutable, so I do have like a little bit more of an oomph. But it's not easy, you know, when you're established and you're feeling like you're in a safe zone, but playing it safe, and the Fool is telling you, playing it safe never got anybody anywhere in life. So let's clarify. Let's see what we can expect, because this Jupiter transit, what you guys could expect in this for this Jupiter transit is to feel freedom, is to want to, you're going to want to travel. Jupiter is highlighting your 9th house, especially if you're a Taurus rising. And in your 9th house, it's expansive. Jupiter actually rules the 9th house, and it's expanding the house that it rules. So allowing yourself to venture out, allowing yourself to see that you've done all of the really hard work, allowing yourself to see that you've put in the time, energy, and effort, and now you need to be able to sit back and let the universe do some stuff too. Or complete a project before you start another one. 10 of Wands. Why is it so hard for you to be in your own element? Why is it so hard for you to feel safe and secure in your own element right now? Because Uranus is there. That'll subside. You're still getting used to it. You're still getting used to the rumble of what Uranus is representing for you. It's time to leave the past in the past. You cannot create a future if you're still living in the past, because if you're living in the past, then you haven't even created a present. If your present is your past, and you have to stop waiting for people to show up for you, Taurus. They have their own agenda. You can't put expectations on people that have proved to you time and time and time again that they're not going to show up for you. The more you place those expectations on those people, the more you're going to feel like you're missing out in some way, or you're being left out, or it's the waiting game. Also, if you have been manifesting and you have been working and you have been changing your attitude and you have been moving in new directions, and you still are having a tendency to fall back into that, why is it not happening for me? Why is everybody else getting what they want and I'm still sitting here in the same spot that I was in a year ago? You got to give it some time. You have to give it some time. You have to, because again, that's placing an expectation on the manifestations that you've created. And what you have to do when you're manifesting is you plant the seed, you do the work for the seed, and then you walk away. And you leave the rest up to the energy source, right? 4 of Pentacles on the 3 of Cups. That's heavy. Did you see that? Did you hear that sigh? That's heavy. You holding on to a situation that made you feel like you were less than who you truly are. Because I feel like you're still living in a moment, or you're living in you're still you still have your walls up. You're still guarding yourself. You're still not being vulnerable. You're not opening yourself up to the possibility that there's more out there, because this situation was so incredibly disappointing that you can't seem to let go of that disappointment. And where once you trusted somebody, or once you felt like you could trust somebody, and now you just can't. And that's hard. That's really hard. When such a loyal sign as you guys are in a situation where you can't trust somebody anymore, it's almost like like it's not real. You know what I mean? It's almost like like, really? People aren't as trustworthy as I am? That's crazy. That's insane that somebody's not. It's like you can't even fathom that you cannot trust, that somebody else isn't going to be as loyal as you. And that's just kind of how the world is. Like, it's for me, like, I can't fathom people being mean. I don't understand. Like, what's the point? Why do we have to be mean? Why do we have to like, step on everybody's toes and climb our way to the top and, like, screw everybody over to be able, like, I don't understand it, right? That's the feeling that I'm getting. Only it's like, why was that person not loyal to me? I was so loyal for so long. And I worked really, really hard to do it. And I gave everything of myself. And now look at where I am. And even if this is not something that is, like, really present, like it just happened, there's something that's lingering. And I feel like this eclipse is really allowing you to remove. It's bitter, Taurus. It feels bitter. It feels like I have actual bitters, like the food, the bitters that kind of clears your palate, helps with your stomach. Like, if you've eaten too much, there's like a German tradition where you drink some bitters. That's what it's like, a bitter taste in my mouth. And if this has to deal with a Pisces or a Scorpio, ooh. And see, you saw it. You knew that you were really going to have to deal with this at some point. You might have tucked this feeling. I feel like this is something that you tucked away a long time ago. And you're like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. I'm not going to deal with this feeling. I'm just going to, like, shove it into a compartment and I'm going to leave it there. That's what this feels like. With this death card on the High Priestess. And it was always there. It was always sort of lingering. And so now you have to transmute the energy. The universe is saying now, Source is giving you an opportunity, Taurus, to transmute this energy. And this is the only reason why you need to do this, is it's clogging up, or it's blocking your gains for the next year. I feel like this reading is telling you what you need to remove from your life or unblock yourself from, so that you can receive the benefits of Jupiter in your 9th house, because it's going to be big if you let it. Why do you keep going back there? It's almost like, so this 5 of Pentacles on the Fool, it's like every time you like talk yourself into it, you like have that Taurus pep talk. You know what I'm talking about, the Taurus pep talk. You can talk yourself into it. Do it very quietly, but you'll talk yourself into it. Or, like, you're in the car, nobody's with you, you're in the car, and you're talking yourself up. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this. There's something from your past that creeps in that you still have not totally cleared from your energy. And it could be the recent past. It could be the far, far past. But allowing yourself to sit on that and believe it. It's like this thing from the past that creeps into your energy that tells you you're not good enough, that tells you that you can't take that leap of faith, that you can't, if you're vulnerable, you're going to get hurt. And so you stop, right? And you sort of pull back. This is that hurdle. This is that energy that I want you to wipe away clean. And the eclipse, you know, it's going to be trining Uranus in your sign. And it's going to be conjunct Jupiter. There's bound to be some type of change and a clearing. And I feel like that's really needed for you. You know, Taurus, and I feel like a lot of this, dang it, it's not the Tower, thank God. It's only the Ten of Swords. It's not the Tower. I don't know which is better. The Three of Pentacles on the Nine of Pentacles, that was shade. And it's not that you guys aren't doing the work. And that's what I want you to see. It's not that you're not doing the work. It's not that the cosmic planets have something against you. It's not, you know what I mean? It's like, stop blaming everything on all of the negativity that's happening in your life, because you can transmute the negativity at any time, but that you're so focused on what's not happening for you that you forget to see what is happening for you. And one of those things that's happening for you is abundance, and you're creating it. I don't have my ring on. I just realized that I don't have my green ring on. My jade onyx ring that's so beautiful. Do you think that it's too good to be true? The Ten of Pentacles on the Ten of Swords? Do you feel like all you ever do is fight for it? Five of Wands? I don't think that it's true. I don't think that you always have to fight, or that you're never, it's like you think that in order for you to be happy, you need to have all of the gains right now. And I'm telling you, Taurus, money, 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 money. Like, your stability is in question, not because of what's in your environment. Your stability is in question because you have to look at things in a different way now. But you're here for it. And by that, I mean, you're ready. You're solid. You're ready. And that's the point. Ending, ending, ending. You're coming to the end of a cycle, the Death card. And it's now your choice and your decision. You can allow yourself to take a little rest and manifest from a place of feeling really good. Or you can choose to fight it, resist it, focus on the negative aspects with the Five of Wands. Focus on the negative aspects. I don't feel like there's anything huge that's going to happen for you guys in December. Like, there's not going to be like this really big, which is fine, you know. It's almost as if you guys are like, oh, I just need a break, you know, like, can I just have December as an energetic break? And so if you sort of feel like you're walking through sludge this month, or if you feel like things are shifting, just flow with it. And if you feel like you're walking through sludge or you get really, really tired, allow yourself to rest. Take a breather. You're not being lazy. Everybody needs to take a rest and take a breather. I feel like you're good. I feel like you guys need that. I feel like you guys just need to. and then let's start 2020 fresh. Not a horrible reading. I just want you to allow yourself to see the gains and to release the past. Finally, just like finally untie everything, all of the rest of it. You know what I mean? Just let it go. Release it all. And know that you're really building a lot. You're really building a lot. It may not feel like it, but you really are building a lot. I love you guys. My 30-minute readings are on sale. All of the jewelry, the necklaces, the ring. I don't have my ring on, but you can see it in like the daily readings on sale. If you didn't get a chance to do my workshop, please get the replay. I will be offering a new workshop in January, so stay tuned for those details as well. But that workshop, I put some blood, sweat, and tears into that workshop, and it really was it was an amazing journey. So that's, I want to share it with all of you guys. So check that out. And yeah, check out the daily readings too. If you haven't checked out the daily readings and the weekly meditations we do, join us. We would love to have you. I love you guys. Have a wonderful December. I'll see you for your 2020 forecast.